everyone, welcome to the stream. We are here to save the day, to save Eorzea, and to find hidden treasures. Lala Felonies is on. He is somewhere, doing cutscene things.
Where am I always? I'm in Gridania. I was rolling my ass out of bed. You woke me up. Did you rub my lamp? Did you bring me here? Oh no, you're getting your wishes today.
You're getting them wishes today.
Yeah.
While
Have it unlocked.
You do have it unlocked?
Yes.
Cool. So we are going to jump right into this today, with the drowned city of Scala. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. All the while, I'm going to eat pizza. And then let's see, drowned city of Scala, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 quests, and then we get Castrum. So it is going to be a little bit before we get Castrum, but that's okay. But after Castrum, it kind of flows pretty quickly into the next one and the next one and the next one, so. Nobody wants to do Scala today.
Either. Hanging all day long.
I was gonna ask the free company, but it's just us.
No, it's literally been just me most of the day. A cupcake was on earlier.
And I missed him?
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yep, Cupcake was on earlier, and they were doing the Fall Guys event. I was like, "How are things?" And they're like, "Well, they're like, "I'm doing fine right now. We'll see how that stands in a few minutes." And I was like, "Oh," and they're like, "Yeah, sorry to be a bit dramatic, but I'm gonna go do the Fall Guys event," and that just triggers rage in me. And I'm like, "Oh well, have fun." I was working on crafting at the time.
See, the plus side is, with the Fall Guys event, win or lose, you're getting points.
Yeah. They said that it doesn't trigger their rage as much as PvP does.
Right,
which is
but
good.
PvP as well, win or lose, you get points.
Yeah, but I mean...
Obviously, winning gets you more, but...
content, you win.
Not always.
Well, I mean, very rarely do you lose and then lose. Like...
Right.
Like, you're bound to win.
I just realized
you usually lose and then you turn around and win.
Our XP bonus isn't on for the free company.
Nope, it just turned off about, I don't know, 10 minutes ago. Right about when you called me. Right about when you ringed. Dr. Heals PvP is their little thing. It's a Lalafell. Masher Passario. I have no idea what any of that means.
2 Lalas and an Aura walk into a bar.
They're a white mage. Oh, God, I haven't healed like this today, though.
You haven't what today?
Tanked. I'm tired. I've been playing this all day long. I really should have told you I'm not fucking getting on. That's why I was like, it'll be better if we just stick with the character I'm used to, because I'm not used to but that's alright.
Okay. Good simple.
We'll either survive or we won't.
Oh!
Here we go.
It looks like we won't.
I'm alright with that.
I forgot if these things actually hatch. But they die fairly quickly, so it's not a big deal. Just keep pulling, just keep pulling, dun 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 dun.
I gotta get him on me first.
True.
Like, I can keep pulling, but I mean, if the healer wants to tank, if anybody else wants to fucking tank today, they can have it. I'll hand it out. You can fucking take it. I'll turn my tank stance off. Congratulations, you are not the captain. You
are the captain now.
Just when you called me, I'd gotten into cast from Meridianum or whatever the hell it was, and I was a backfill because the tank they got showed up and immediately left.
Oh no!
And they were at the first boss. They were like, what? And they were talking about how like they managed to get to the first boss
without a tank.
Without a tank, you know. They had like a samurai.
They had a samurai. One of them was their tank replacement. That's all that mattered.
That really was it. That was what it was. Don't stand there.
The doctor figured it out.
Seems like. Plus, you gotta get away. That was ass hot. 2 monks, really?
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Trying to get him out so you guys can do your directionals, but he won't frickin' follow me.
Ah!
He's being a miserable wretch. This one's gonna be a push.
That's not good.
Just dodge the puddle.
Goodbye!
Did what I could. Oh, let's be. Alright, get hit with that.
Fuck, yeah. Good boy. I was like, we better fucking kill him before that shit goes off. Aiming
Freedom.
gear. Yeah, all my jewelry is 370 or higher, so I don't. Oh no, I have a 279 because I forgot the thing only gave me 1 ring, so. The one ring.
Unique. It's probably a unique or a unique item, you know.
Something along those lines, probably. Look at that, the amulet of fending that you don't need, because you have 370 gear, and that's 315. I love that for you. problem is with having 2 monks. Yes, we hit pretty hard, but we don't hit very fast.
I guess we're staying here.
I guess we're staying here. Hey! The headpiece of striking that I can wear and that I need, but it won't show up because it's a headgear. Watch them totally surprise us at the next FanFest. We are working on all headgears right now for Hrothgar and Vieira to be worn.
Ever. Not ever.
Or at least them come
good,
out,
nope.
or at least them come out saying we are working all on Hrothgar and Vieira headgear for future content, not previous, which would be fine. I could deal with that. That's a fantastic question. He probably was standing where he wasn't supposed to be. He's like, shit, sorry, yep, that he made an oops. It happens.
Yeah, I gathered that.
Yo, why is the healer
like,
dead?
I'm missing chunks of health. And then I'm like, it looks like the healer is also missing all of their health. Where are you going, Shug? You gonna go start shit? Because I sure as fuck ain't got enough mana to heal you.
You're like,
Shoot,
I'm just gonna
I guess I'm gonna have to keep track of healing the healer.
Hey, one time, it happened one time, it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's true.
What's the hat that they're wearing? They're wearing street cap, okay. And then this has got to be the summer thing. Yeah, black summer halter, street handwear, model B1 tactical bottoms, and street high top shoes.
Fucking fire that shit right through my goddamn TV, you fuckhead. Rotten bugger. Oh. Good news, I still had my invuln skill. Bad news, I don't have my invuln skill now.
Is that how you survived?
Yeah, I put on that, and then I just started hammering Clemency like it was the last button on my goddamn rotation. I was like, we're gonna go ahead and fix me now. And I think I chucked a shield on myself for good measure. I think I Divine Veiled as well, just in case.
Divine Veil gives shield? I didn't know Divine Veil gave shield.
That's the whole point, it is a shield. It's a shield for the whole party.
I thought it gave increased healing and then like a regen or something.
That's Sheltron.
Oh, is that Sheltron?
That's
okay.
That's Holy Sheltron later.
Okay.
It gives mid and healing. Yeah, Holy Sheltron later.
It's a Digimon, guys.
It is 100% a Digimon.
Hey Digimon, hey Digimon. Monster friends.
Listening to that album today.
Oh, were you?
I just wasted my fucking big stab on that cocksucker.
I fucking hate that shit. I fucking hate that shit so much.
Yeah, I was doing dishes and I was like, let's put something hip on, and
something hip on, he says.
Yep.
And it goes like this. Hey Digimon, hey Digimon. Monster friends to the boy think yes. Hey Digimon, hey Digimon. Champions of the digital world. Fucking dodge that. I don't know why he targeted me with that. What a dick.
Oh God, the drowned city.
Why am I a bunny boy?
Why not?
Fair. If I wanted that, I would just buy the mount.
Female Hrothgar.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna get announced at fucking the next one.
Think so.
They pretty much don't have a choice. Like, fucking, you turned me into a bunny at the wrong time, you son of a bitch.
Yep. Always at the wrong time.
Like, fuck. I had just popped like all my damage buffs and everything. Like I had just popped everything, and he's like, "Oh nope, you're a bunny."
No.
You're a Spriggan. Have a nice day.
I took damage from that, but I was trying to greet it.
If I would have known you were trying to greet
shit.
it, I would have stayed there. Man,
Nah, you're
it
fine.
is dropping aiming gear like it's going out of business.
So like I was telling you, I was in that dungeon earlier, with the new sage.
Yeah.
Zot. And they like, so we finished a very heavy, like it wasn't a heavy pulp, we just finished a normal pulp.
Right. Ooh,
And I'm missing like half or more of my health, right?
Right.
I'm missing a lot of health. I'm still missing quite a bit of health.
And for those in chat, Zot is like a stupidly hard dungeon. Anyway,
it hits hard. It's not terribly hard. It just hits hard.
if you can't follow the mechanics of that dungeon, you're dead.
Oh yeah.
But continue.
You have, like somebody that can help you, but anyway,
Yeah.
I'm like missing more than half my health. Probably 3/4 of my health is still gone. And so we finished the fight, and I'm like, cool, I'll go ahead and he'll like chuck a heal on me. No heals. So I had to stop for a second, because I'm like ready to dive into the next fight, and I'm like,
They put bridges now instead of you transforming?
Yeah.
That's messed up. I enjoyed the little transformation. I thought it was fun.
Such is life. Now you get to play content like this by yourself.
Yeah, that's true. I still hate that they don't let us do trials with the NPCs. There is one trial that you can do with the NPCs, but that's like it. And that's part of Endwalker. I think it's the Heidelin fight, I think. Yeah, I think it's the Heidelin fight that you can do by yourself. I think that's how I did it as a black mage.
Really?
So this sage was just straight up just like, fuck you? Pretty much the whole dungeon?
Yeah. I think, like I said earlier, I think his thought process was that when he was going to be damaging, he wouldn't have to heal. Which was kind of like how they presented that. Remember when they were like, hey...
Right. But it's basically a fairy regen. It's not like you're getting buku heals off of it.
They tell you all kinds of shit these days, and then they
need
deliver it, and you're like, that is not what I was expecting there.
That is not what we were telling you to do, but okay.
Yeah, well, like, remember when they were like, yeah, when you leave a cutscene, you'll see these guys leave, and then, like, they may join you, and you're like, oh, cool, like, and then it seemed like you could have that happen if you wanted it.
Yeah.
It wasn't a necessity. And then, like, the game, you got the new expansion, and then it was just, hey, Shiro logged in, he's probably gonna put the buffs back on.
A little late, but yeah. When you're in a dungeon, it doesn't give it to you when they activate it. That's part of the reason why I haven't left the other free company with Tantali yet, is because I have access to being able to activate the stuff and buying the stuff. So if I need the thing to be active, I'll make sure it's active. We're part of this one because we're like the first person to ask us to join is who we're joining, and they were like, hey, you want to join? We're like, yes. And then they turned out to be good people. Which is always nice to have. Okay. With this guy, he does like a claw thing in the front that you have to dodge. It hits really hard, and it doesn't, unless they changed it, which they probably did.
Same.
Well, to say it doesn't give you an indicator.
Yeah, no, same.
Same?
I was here not
Okay.
too long ago. Samesies. And he does a tail swipe too.
Correct.
So,
With no indication.
no indication. I mean, you'll see his arm raise up, but like,
Yeah,
there's
but
no
if you're not
marker.
paying it, if you're not paying attention, you're not going to see that arm.
Like now. Guess where that arm is? Yeah, motherfucker. Thought you were gonna pull a fast one on me, didn't you? I invented the game! Up there's the tail. Move, move, move.
Ooh, the healer.
Yep, the healer.
Oh shit.
And then he'll do a thing where you have to look away.
Look away. Healer, turn around! Oh, you stupid son of a bitch. The healer did not turn around.
Right. I think he's going.
Oh yeah, and he's got a hyper beam. He's got a hyper beam too, I forgot.
See, there's Divine Veil.
Gotcha.
Give you a little bit of a shield. What just got put in my fucking armory chest?
No
I
idea.
didn't roll for a ring? Oh, fuck. No, don't. Oh, the healer. Oh, the healer.
Oh no.
They like ran out into that. I was like, don't run out into the street.
Tail.
If you're gonna...
Oh god, the
Ooh.
healer.
Dr. Heal, no! But I mean, if you're gonna choose an option of railroading me with something, or running into the other AoE that's gonna hurt you,
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you the answer is to just railroad me with something. I'm the tank. I can take that.
You're like, I'll be fine. Promise.
Shit'll buff out. Don't hold that on the healer.
I was trying not to. He kept following me. I was trying to get it as far away as possible to give y'all some space. Turn around. Oh, healer. You stupid son of a bitch.
Right, he's missing mana too. He needs to pop Lucid Dreaming.
He can't pop anything right now. He's a little confused.
Oh my god. Yeah, I know. He's raising his claw. Don't you raise your hand at me. Not in this house. Mm-mm. I think not. Raising his tail. Get your ass out of there. Get your ass out. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to cover this healer at some point in time. Or Divine Intervention. Or not Divine Intervention. Just Intervention. I forget that's a thing. I intervened. I helped the healer. GG. Oh, fuck. That was some free company chat. Party. GG. Oh, the salt and pepper seal comes from here?
Does it really? Oh, hey, look at that. I'm gonna roll for it just cuz.
I did. And I doubt I'll get it.
Ah!
That's alright.
So
If I
like
really wanted the salt and pepper seal, I'd just trade you one from Aranthi, because I have one in my inventory currently.
Do you really?
I have like... I have
place
8
is
minions in my
inhabited by King
inventory
Theodoric's
I
king,
already own.
or what is left of them. The work of
On
terrible
Aranthi,
magics,
so.
I fear.
I was gonna ask Shiro if they want,
Terrible,
like,
aye.
I was waiting for, like, there to be, like, a
Their
group of people on
misfortune
for the
is
free
our
company and just be like, anybody want them? Because I have no use. I cannot take these. I own them already,
Right.
but...
By the 12,
They are
there is even
involved.
more than I imagined. Oh, I can't wait to see the look on Lisa's face. Thanks for believing in me, you two.
I don't think MSQ's gonna put me in a better mood. Not like it's been a bad day, it's just been a long day. I've just been grinding.
Right. Alright guys, before we continue the MSQ, I'm going to do a quick bio.
Quick bio, you just got here.
I know, but I gotta pee!
SMH, professional streamer.
Not even. I will wait to use the teleportation to Ul'dah, because something tells me I need it, because you never go to Ul'dah.
I went for my gladiator question.
Oh, is that what it is?
No, you're right. They seldom go.
Arvold and I tried to do our fair share, but I fear you ended up bearing the bulk of the burden as usual. You truly led the way with your adventuring prowess, my friend. I am an adventurer. Without your help, I reckon we'd still be fumbling about in the dark. I'm glad I called on you. I must say, I'm still reeling at the sight of that mountain of riches. What, like you've reeled at the sight of a floating specter, you mean? I wish you could have seen the look on your own face, Alphanad. He was afraid of a ghost. Must we dwell on such momentary lapses? We found the Mad King Shrove, and that's all that matters. Complete. All jesting aside, we must tell people the good news, and I think Lise should be the first. Seconded, she is bound to be delighted. If I am no longer needed, then I shall take my leave. Of course, don't let us keep you. Thanks again, and say hello to Vama for me. This person's wearing all the, stuff. Oh, and they got the little pink bean, the little minion. Now then, there is to be a meeting of representatives from across Alamigo, so Lisa is sure to be in the city. Shall we seek her out? And it comes with a little crown headpiece. That's kind of cute. And the Vieira can wear it. Look, you could have had a crown on your Vieira.
That's about the only thing they'd allow me to wear, so really not great.
Right, I mean, fair. Gentle Bean Parka. The Emperor's new gloves, of course. Pants. Gentle Bean bottoms. And Gentle Bean shoes. Gentle Bean shoes. And then, of course, the pink bean. Where am I going? To find Lise.
Running around.
You gotta do some running around.
In there. Yeah, you're gonna go one place, and then you're gonna
Of course.
and then eventually you'll teleport to where I'm at, which is Hulda.
Hulda!
Hulda.
What about Arcanist the Summoner Scholar?
Ruru? Or Rashuru, or whatever the guy's name is.
Chores on Rue, then back to my alt to keep learning Arcanist. LOL.
Yeah. So I was asking if they were
you three look pleased with yourself. What have you been up to? No, stop trying to skip the cutscene. I'm glad you asked, Lise, and I'm pretty sure you're going to like the answer. Explains the situation. You're joking. The Mad King Shrove. I thought it was a myth. So did I. So did plenty of people. But they didn't have Peaky Thunder and Alphanaud in their party. The credit for finding it should really go to them. As for what to do with it all, I vote that it goes towards alleviating the suffering of Alamigo's poor. God, if there's as much as you say, Arnval did not exaggerate, I assure you. We could not hope to carry even a fraction of it out on our own. I have taken the liberty of sketching out a rough map of the ruins. If you will assemble a squad of your most trusted freedom fighters, they should be able to follow the route to where the treasure lies. Understood. I'll make sure every coin is accounted for and that it goes for the spending of it as well. Thank you. Oh, and there's one thing. When the time comes to draw up a plan for distributing the spoils, I would ask that you consult Alphanaud. I don't have the head for details. I'm not educated. I see that simply handing out stacks of gil won't solve for everything, but I couldn't rightly tell you what to do instead. Oh, I know the feeling. I'd welcome any advice you could give us, Alphanaud. Of course, I shall be at your disposal. Commander, we got a problem. Deep breaths. Tell me what happened.
I just logged in.
A mob's gathered outside headquarters. Something about... Hold on. You best come see for yourself. What do they demand? What do they demand? Pika Tanda!
Step back, all of you!
Oh, it's voiceover.
Like hells we will! We know who you've got in there!
We're not leaving till you hand her over!
Bring her out! Bring her out!
What's going on? someone let slip about Fedora.
It's true then. The bitch really is in there.
Okay, guess how you are on this fine evening.
I bloody knew it. We demand vengeance. Bring her out. Today we butcher the butcher.
Come on, you don't mean that! We'd be no better than the Imperials if you'd all just calm down! Calm down! That monster and her thrice damned skulls dragged my man from our home and beat him to death in the street!
Aye! And my dad! That bitch has spilt enough blood to fill a lock!
We all know her crimes. She's a traitor and a murderer. How many of your resistance friends have died at her hands, eh? And here you are, protecting her! So that's what all the fuss is about. Hearken to me, brothers and sisters of Alamigo. Hey, who's this?
That's the Bull of Alamigo.
That's the Bull of Alamigo.
My friends, you are not alone in your anger, your grief, your despair, for it is mine as well. That gnawing pain in your breast, it is enough to bring an old bull to his knees. But I ask you, brothers and sisters, to think not only of the family and friends who were cut down before your very eyes, but to think also of the ones who were abducted, the ones who may yet live.
So what, your favorite's actually A Realm Reborn?
Where were they
The Realm Reborn takes too goddamn long.
Came of them.
It's got a good story, but it takes too fucking long.
Questions demand answers.
It doesn't take too long.
Thankfully they
share
shortened it,
your
otherwise it would have
thirst
been
for
even long. We'd
justice
probably still be in A Realm
and
Reborn if
vengeance.
they didn't shorten it.
But we will gain only fleeting satisfaction if we give in to our base appetites. We will never know the truth.
100% that.
Now is the time that we, the people of Alamigo, must decide what manner of nation we will build for ourselves, and for generations yet unborn.
Of course it's taking fucking forever.
When they look to our example, will they see a people who held fast to their principles, or one who cast them aside when tried? I say to you, it is our responsibility to give these prisoners a fair trial, that they might answer to all of Alamigo. The Garleans called us savages. We'll be damned if we prove them right.
Oh, I wasn't reading your comment, I was reading somebody else's comment, but yours is pretty funny too. So I'm in Ul'dah, as we well know, there's the dancing naked man. Next to him's another dancing man. So I like to read everybody's little comment
I know
things.
you're right, I do. But
And so the guy said,
I can't.
crashing the market board like it's Amaro.
I only picked
I
up
was
this
like,
game to simp
"Aw."
for Emmett, and it's truly a blessed life.
Mm-hmm. Emmett. In the Discord, there's a place where Cupcake simps for Emmett.
Oh my god.
100%.
Somebody's like, the cact part is in 2 hours in the novice chat.
That's very important knowledge for the novice people to know.
Right. My thanks, Rob. On listening to their anger, I could feel myself being swept away. 'Tis a difficult tide to stem. 'Twas that same rage which brought us to our feet and carried us to victory. But now the war is over. All the unspent fury is being channeled into vengeance. Aye, and it's not just here. We've reports of mobs forming all over. They've been targeting folk known to have cooperated with the Garleans. It starts with insults most often, but then someone picks up a stone. Some industrious souls even thought to seek out the graves of Xenos and his officers. It was grim. I want to build a country where everyone, regardless of race or origin, can live side by side in peace. But maybe the time isn't right. Maybe people just aren't ready. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. The representatives will be here soon, and I'll be damned if I'm going to give up before they've even begun. Who are the representatives exactly? Oh, village elders, refugee leaders, and the like. It wouldn't be right for us to dictate the nation's future on our own, so we've planned a summit of sorts. We've even invited the Ananta and the Kirkern to participate. Alamigo stands at a crossroads, and this meeting will decide which path it takes. The matter of Fordola's sentence cannot be suffered to disrupt the proceedings. Then let's execute her and be done with it. She herself asked to be put to death. Nago, I already explained why we couldn't do that, or why we wouldn't do that. Sending her to the gallows might satisfy the people right now, but where would it end? Should we round up everyone who collaborated and everyone who didn't resist? There would be no one left, and we'd be no better than Theodoric and Xenos. Begging your pardon, but might I be allowed to speak with Fordola? Only I caught a glimpse of her past, a moment of it anyway, during the fight. She's done terrible things, aye, unforgivable things, but in some ways she's a victim of the circumstances in which she was born, and that's something I can understand. Alright, speak with the prison guard when you're ready, and I'll come join you. I want to talk to her too. I'll return to my duties then. We've barely begun to investigate the facility where they gave Fordola her powers. Be fairly warned, friends. She will test you. Don't let your emotions color your judgment when she does. So now we gotta go speak with Fordoli? Gross. Why would I want to do that? You've the commander's permission to enter, then? I don't need the commander's permission. I would fuck up the commander. I missed some of the conversation in the chat, so I was just... see, that's why we can't... See, that's why it can't be my fave. I simped, and it was against my rule. I only picked up this game to simp for Emmett. Simp for everyone. Merleweb is still my one true love. I only just finished my island to make her proud. Shadowbringers lost points because I simped against my will. How dare you? Non-con simping. Exactly,
So
after all the
many
cozy
visitors.
consensual simping. Poor Robin. What a
Come
combo
to
to
have a
walk
good
in on.
laugh, have you?
Robin left. Cupcake left too.
Yeah, I saw Cupcake left. Well, so many visitors. Come to have a good laugh, have you?
Or do you mean to put me out of my misery? To finish what you started? It's about bloody time.
That's not why we're here, no.
Unrelated. Fashion report seems easy this week.
Do you remember what I said? How I promised you you'd live long enough to see us win our freedom? Well, I meant it. And not to mock you either.
You're wasting your time. All of this is pointless. There's no reason to keep me alive, and you know it. I killed your men. I killed my men. And you know what my only regret is? That I didn't kill you when I had the chance!
That's a lie, and you know it. You think we can't tell what you're trying to do? That we're blind? Yeah, you're a fool, but you're not stupid. You're ruthless. Relentless. You'd give up anything and everything to get what you want. You didn't come this far, climbing over the bodies of your own brothers and sisters just to piss it all away. I see you, Fordola. I see you for what you are.
And then the echo kicks in. A young Ferdola.
Come along, Ferdola. We mustn't be late. The Imperial Viceroy will be attending today's banquet.
Ferdola's parents.
All right. Father, what's Lord Gaius like? Is he nice? Are you friends?
There you go again with all your questions. Lord Gaius is a great and honourable man who looks after all of Alamigo. He's very busy, and if we don't hurry, we'll miss our chance to see him.
Filthy tin-head lovers.
Father, what did that man call us?
The little tin-head lover doesn't know what she is, eh? A traitor, sweetheart. A backstabbing bitch who'd gladly betray her kith and kin to gnaw on what few scraps the Imperials deign to toss her. Like your bastard father and whore mother.
That's not true! My parents are good people! They've never done anything like that!
Oh, but they were quick to help themselves and their bitch spawn, weren't they? You're just as guilty as them.
Ferdola!
Traitors!
Please, you have to do something. My husband and daughter are in danger.
Soldiers of the Imperial Army are under no obligation to intervene in the disputes of Arn.
We're citizens. We have rights.
Ah!
Father, I'm scared.
It's all right. It's all right. They don't understand, but they'll see in time. They'll see that this is the only way to survive. Traitors! Traitors!
Let the savages have their fun. They'll be more compliant once they've tired themselves out.
Ferdola, please. You already have citizenship. Why would you want to become a soldier? your face!
Forgotten it already, have you? I'm honoring Father's memory.
By telling the world that you know better than a common savage.
Am I though, Mother? Are any of us? Can't you see? Citizenship means nothing to them. If you're not a pure-blood Garlean, you're no different from any other savage. So I'll play the part. I'll join the Legion and I'll make them respect me. And when the mob see that, they'll think twice before throwing their stones. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn. It's time. It'll be hard. Humiliating. They'll try to break us. Send us crawling back to our own kind. But we won't, no matter what. We'll bleed for them, die for them if we have to. We'll do whatever it takes to be free!
So, you mean to play the part one last time, eh? The unrepentant traitor whose death will serve to unite the people?
Shut up.
You had every chance to kill yourself. Fashion a noose from your clothes. Wait for the guards to leave you alone long enough to slip it over your neck.
I said shut up!
Oh, but then it would have all been for nothing, wouldn't it? Whatever it takes. That's what you said.
Been in my head, have you? Had a little peek at my past? And what? A few stolen memories tell you everything you need to know, do they? Don't you dare patronize me! You don't know a god's damned thing about the life I've led! The bastards that killed him. The bastards that let it happen. My father deserved better! I swore I'd do whatever it took to make them pay!
She's seeing all of my stuff now. She went into my head. What a bitch. No one gave you permission.
You. All that power. All that pain. It's too much. Too much for anyone. The things they've done to you. The lies. The betrayal. The endless fighting. Yet there you stand. Unbroken. How? Why?
Because I choose to. For those I have lost, for those I have yet to save, you know why. You saw. Yeah, it's a choice.
Damn you all.
You still have time, Fordola. Think about how you want to spend it. Let's go.
That was a long ass cutscene. I don't know that we solved anything exactly, but we've given Fordola something to think about at least. And I found something new to think about too. I don't know about you, Peak of Thunder, but the visions only come to me every now and then. From the way Fordola kept wincing though, I get the feeling she's having them almost all the time. That's a lot of bad memories to deal with. I wonder, could there be some fundamental difference between one who was born with the Echo and one who has been artificially imbued with it? Well, the Immortal Flames have been scouring the research facility ever since the Liberation. There's a chance they might have found some answers for us. General Alden's there overseeing some investigation. Let's go pay him a visit, shall we? Sure! I can fly there, yeah? Cool. We can fly, we can fly, we can fly, we can fly, we can fly. Bum, bum, better than walking. General Alden is inside. Will you be joining him? What's that?
In an instance.
Oh. I kind of figured you left the party, so.
Yeah. And I didn't realize I was standing in an AoE.
Oh, jeez. What news? You spoke with Fordola, I take it? Yes, as expected, she didn't say very much, but it wasn't a total waste of time. Arnvald noticed something odd about her. He thinks she might be having visions almost constantly, which is not how the Echo normally works. Have you found anything here which might explain why it is so different for her? We've been hard-pressed just to organize the research materials, let alone study them. To be frank, I'd welcome the Scion's expert assistance, if you have time to lend a hand. Not really, but sure.
You got all the time in the world.
Fallen scrap of parchment. Idle conversation prohibited. Eating and drinking prohibited. The fallen scrap of parchment appears to list facility regulations, but nothing of any interest. The device in which Kral was held seems even more ominous now you know its purpose. The surrounding pods are marked Supply Subject, while this one bears the label Master Subject. The Ironworks received a request from the Alliance to analyze these devices and have been recording everything of interest. Did you notice the labeling? All the pods are designed to drain the aether of the occupants, save that one right there. Unlike the others, the interior has been fitted with an array of sensors to measure etheric waveforms. To what purpose, however, I could not tell you. So many bodies, every one of them a victim of these experiments. Few show any signs of external injury. From what we've been able to determine, they perished from forcible aether extraction. Such a miserable way to die. I know little and less of science, so any light you can shed on this facility's operation would be much appreciated. Peak of Thunder, shall we start with you? Explains what I found and what I was told. Taken in combination with the testimonies of Kral and Thancred, I do begin to see exactly what the Imperials were attempting here. The enhancement procedure entailed infusing a single candidate with aether siphoned from a multitude of supply subjects. As for the master subject, in this case, Kryl, the patterns of her etheric activity would provide the model upon which they would artificially engineer the candidate's aura. In other words, they were trying to recreate Kryl's echo. I believe so, which would explain our prisoner's present state. Kryl is possessed of an unrivaled ability to hear the whispers of the soul, and it seems probable that the procedure engineered the same acute sensitivity in Fordola. The soldiers who guard Fordola, many of them lost friends and family to the skulls, and there's a sentry at her door night and day. If she can't help sensing their thoughts and seeing their past, but you don't just see the past, you live it. All the emotions, all the pain, imagine what it'd do to you. You'd never be the same again. Indeed, as you may recall, Izel was completely transformed by a single glimpse of Hraesvelgur's past. Fordola had been forced to experience the agony of those lives she destroyed. The guilt must be unbearable. That explains her request to be executed. Sounds to me like a kind of justice. Regardless, she can suffer on for now. We have more pressing matters to consider. If the results of these experiments have been relayed back to Garlemald, there will be naught to stop the Empire from repeating the trick. They could give the echo to anyone, to an entire legion. We must be ready. We must learn all we can of these god's-forsaken procedures, and Fordola remains our best source of information. She'll not be getting her wish. Not yet. Right. Keep faith, lass. If you're to convince the others to follow you, you must believe what you're telling them. People respond to passion, but not if it's feigned. I understand. Thank you, General. We should leave the flames to it. Let's go. I go looking for answers about the Echo and end up getting schooled by Raubon. Yet even more evidence that I don't know what I'm doing. It's no wonder the people listen to him and not me. General Alden is a veteran of countless campaigns, Lise. You cannot compare yourself to a commander of his experience. I know, but I also know that I couldn't have convinced the mob to give up and go home. It makes me realize how much we rely on his authority and how much I still have to learn. I wonder what he'll do when everything here is settled. I mean, it's his homeland. After going to the trouble winning it back, might he not want to stay? 'Tis a quandary which countless refugees now face, to continue the life they built in Ul'dah or start again in the land of their birth. Piggy Thunder, a moment. Pippin! What up, little dude? I'm newly returned from Ul'dah with a message from the Sultana. Her Grace desires an audience with you. She understands that you have responsibilities here, but asks that you visit the palace at your earliest convenience. I mean, sure, bruh. Well, I must away and attend to other business. Until next time, my friends. An audience with the Sultana. Depending on the nature of her consultation, this might be the perfect opportunity to inquire about the General's future plans. Yes, we'd all like to know those, Alphanod, but not everyone's as comfortable interrogating royalty as you. Take no notice of him, PK Thunder. No, not Erenvold. Alfinode. Well, the question of how to put the Mad King's treasure to good use shows no sign of answering itself. Shall we be about it, Erenvold? I'm at your beck and call. And I should be getting back to my own tasks. I'll organize a squad to head down into the ruins and start preparing for the big meeting. Oh, send Nanamo my regards, PK Thunder. And ours too, if you please. We shall see you on your return. Oh, it got rid of my teleportation. My free teleport to Ul'dah. Oh well. Probably because we're not in a party anymore. Oh well. To the chamber of rule. Hiya. Surprisingly, there's only one person outside the chamber of rule. There's usually a shit ton of them. You are expected, my lord. Please proceed.
I thank you for answering my summons in these most interesting times. You have been busy.
My dog is dreaming.
The liberation of Alamigo will have far-reaching consequences, and there is a matter upon which I would seek your counsel.
Of that Roomba coming to get him.
Probably.
I speak of Rauban and his future. All know the tale of his rise from penniless refugee to member of the Syndicate and General of the Immortal Flames. Yet though he has come to call Uldar home, it will never be his homeland. He is a son of Alamigo. And now that she is free, I thought it only a matter of time before he sought my leave to return to her. Indeed, I had resigned myself to his loss.
He woke himself up.
Suffice it to say, I was greatly surprised to hear him speak so lightly of handing over the reins in Alamigo and retaking his place at my side. I will welcome him with open arms, of course. He is my most trusted advisor and my dearest friend.
Bruh, they changed Nanamo's fucking voice actor.
But I have known the man a long time, and
I remember her
beneath
voice
that
being a
steely
little higher
gaze,
pitched.
I spied a flicker of doubt. Whether Rauban chooses to remain in Uldar or return to Alamigo, I only wish that he do so with a heart unburdened by guilt or regret.
And my volume is off again.
Yet how can he freely make such a choice, knowing how much I depend on him? It is past time that I learned to discharge my duties as a sultana alone. I must go forth and see my realm with my own eyes, and hear the wind with my own ears. Might I have your company for a brief adventure? Wonderful. Allow me a moment to change into something a touch less conspicuous, and I will join you outside.
Tea Leaf Earl Grey. 55 Bard. Tea Leaf Earl Grey. Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's
Makes sense.
That's fantastic. Where do you want me to
Trap.
go? The quicksand?
Yeah, you're gonna run all over fucking Hill and Dale out in Uldar. Have fun.
Yep. Already sounds like it. Perchance you remember Lilyra, the merchant's daughter. This is the persona I assume when I venture beyond the palace walls to observe my subjects unnoticed. Ordinarily, Papashan would accompany me, but for this particular outing, I need an advisor, not a minder. And that is why I requested your company. Over the course of our many adventures, you have met people from all walks of life in every corner of Eorzea, and I would make use of your worldly experience. Now, let us be on our way. Our first destination is Stone's Throw, just beyond the Gate of Nuld. Huh? You want me to go where? Right outside the gate.
Outside. Touch some grass.
Gross. Level 1 Conjurer. Luna Evren. I am not immune to Pretty Lady. She's got the brand new ring and the Helm of Light. She's level 1. And of course she's glammed out the ass, but you know. She's a me coat.
Donor.
Look upon this procession of tattered tents. The refugees camp in squalor, at the mercy of the elements and Thanalin's predators both. The city's mighty walls offer safety, but the streets overflow with people as it is, and unless blessed by the hand of Nod himself, no refugee could ever hope to afford a dwelling within Ul'dah. 20 years have passed since the fall of Alamigo, and 5 since the calamity. Yet the plight of the poor has grown more desperate, not less. As Sultana, the blame falls upon me. You have done your best, Your Grace. Your hands have been tied, Your Grace. Yes, my authority is limited, and that is an obstacle I must work to overcome. So we press on. I would follow the road to the unholy air. See, but I can fly now. I can fly, I can fly, I can fly, I can fly the whole 5 feet that I needed to fly. Oh no, it's actually a little farther than that. Your mount can fly no higher. Well, that's some bullshit. It's over here. It's not like it's super far away.
Yeah, the ceiling's like really low out there.
Oh, absolutely. It was here, in this wholly unremarkable place, that my mother and father met their doom. I was but a child at the time. My parents were returning from an inspection of our interests in eastern Thanalin when an untimely rockslide crushed their carriage. To this day, it is not certain if the incident was simple misfortune or expertly planned assassination. Rabban once offered to reopen the investigation and bring me the truth he assumed I must surely crave, but I refused. Even if my parents' death was orchestrated by the monetarists, we could only have brought their hirelings to justice. The true villains, those who plotted to put me on the throne as a biddable puppet, were ever beyond our reach. Thus did I plan to strip the merchants of their power and place our nation in the hands of its citizens. Quite unaware of its consequences my actions would have for you and yours. I shudder to think how many goodly souls paid the price of my naivety. But I am no longer a child reciting words with witless obedience, and I will not be used as a pawn in the monetarist's damnable games. Forgive my outburst. You are one of the few people to whom I feel I can speak my mind. Come, let us return to Ul'dah and visit the Colosseum. I'm gonna just teleport. I ain't flying all the way back over there. Not like it's terribly far, but I'm not doing that. To the Colosseum. What is that? Oh, it's a little chef guy. Look at him. Look at him.
Oh, it's a paisa pastry.
Yep. To the Colosseum. I think. Yeah, right there. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. So, you want to be a gladiator? No, not really.
That's what I am.
From the moment I became Sultana, I found myself thrust into an endless parade of document signing and ceremonies. For years, I simply signed wherever I was told to sign and sat where I was told to sit, blissfully oblivious to what any of it meant. Yet one good thing did come from that ignominiousness in my chapter in my life, for it was during an official visit to the Colosseum that I first met Rabban. The match I had been invited to attend was not at all what I expected. They had pitted the Bull of Alamigo against some dozen or so rival gladiators. Blinker though I was, I would not stand for so obvious an injustice, and demanded to see a fair fight, one man against another, and my royal wish was duly granted. It was not until later that I learned of the gambling ring which had arranged for Raubon to die on the sands that day. Regardless, my intervention meant that Raubon had but a single opponent to dispatch, which he duly did, and when he knelt before me to receive my winner's purse, he swore that he would one day offer me his blade in my service. Surrounded as I was by liars and manipulators, I confess I dismissed it as a pleasant piece of theater. But as you know, Raubon is a man of his word. Though it took him another 5 years of fighting on the blood sands, he amassed a fortune so great as to buy not only his freedom, but a seat on the syndicate. And then I had my blade. The echo kicks in so that I can see what she is talking about. Whew.
Your Grace, you mustn't! The danger is too great! Please, Your Grace, come back! I beg of you!
She just jumps over the bodies.
You're the one who needs looking after, Master Shum. Rabon!
Your Grace,
She just jumps into his arms.
I have kept the promise made.
So you have, and in turn, so too shall I keep mine. With your winnings, you have become one of the 6 most wealthy souls in all Ul'dah, and so, as tradition dictates, Rauben Aldin, you have earned yourself a seat on the Syndicate. May your new station garner you still greater glories.
I am honored, Your Grace, and vow to serve with every fiber of my being from this day till my last.
He just picks her up.
Long live the Sultana, and long live Ul'dah!
Words cannot well express what that man means to me. There are others who care deeply for my well-being, of course. Papa Shan's love for me is as that of a grandsire for his grandchild. But upon matters of governance, I cannot turn to bodyguards and maidservants for counsel. Raubon, with the authority of the Syndicate's position, was the first sword I could wield. His was the only edge which could cut through the strings that bound me. I'm going to take the silver pieces because I don't need any more food at the moment. We must make haste. My absence will not go unnoticed by the Sultan Sworn for long, and there are other places I would visit. To the Arzaneth Ossuary. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's in Ul'dah. No, hold on. Oh,
Mage Girl.
It's Mage. Yeah.
You call yourself a black mage, main.
You realize how long it's been since I've had to go there?
I know, ages. I only know because I've been there recently. For that quest. Who am I talking to?
Who am I talking to? The ghost of Christmas past.
Are they on the other side of the bottle? There you are.
When the calamity threatened, Raban led the Alliance forces into battle on the plains of Cartano, and I remained here. I prayed with all my heart that Archon Louisoix would have the power to rouse the 12. Since that day, I have made a custom of visiting this shrine during each of my little excursions. Here I seek the blessing of Thal, reflect upon my choices, and ask myself if I am fulfilling my duties as a Sultana. You are rightly celebrated as champion because you have led the line in a hundred battles for the good of Eorzea. In much the same way, I believe the measure of a monarch lies in how she leads her people in times of adversity. If I am to be a Sultana worthy of the name, I cannot turn a blind eye to the troubles facing Ul'dah. I have chosen my path, PK Thunder. With Alamigo now freed from Imperial chains, I finally see a way to aid the refugees. Already many displaced Alamigans seek to begin their long trek home. To facilitate that process, I have made a small contribution, an artisan school in Rogger's Reach for any who wish to learn new trades. Realistically, however, it will take years for such training to yield tangible benefits. But we do not have years. These people will need shelter and employment if they are to survive. And this time, the Ul'dah Treasury shall provide. Precisely where and how to allocate the necessary funds is, of course, another question. Might you ask a member of the Syndicate for advice? Why not seek the advice of one who employs refugees? I'm just gonna ... that one. Nothing, If even one of your worldly experience is at a if even one of your worldly experiences at a loss, it would seem I have no choice but to seek out someone more well versed in monetary matters. I wonder, are you acquainted with Godbert Manderville? Yeah.
No, we don't know him at all.
Then I need not explain his eccentric nature. Let us make our way to the landing, and I will see that word is sent to the Gold Saucer. Godbert should be only too glad to receive us. To the airship landing, da 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 da. So you wanna be a thaumaturge? So you wanna be a master of Pokemon?
Yeah.
I have ridden aboard a public airship before, but this shall be my first visit to the Gold Saucer. I must confess to some excitement. So what you're saying is we're actually gonna go do the whatchamacallit, right?
The Fall Guys event?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Well, we're there. I mean...
These buggers came all the way from an entirely different realm to join us here. Isn't that lovely, Sultana? Take of their delectable courses.
What is it? Like, what is the thing called? Like, the mission for it? Because I see Triple Triad Trial. So you want to be a jockey. Just crowning around.
That's it. That's the one.
Crowning around?
Yes.
We shall find out momentarily. I'm just going to go up to it and see if that is... I'm just going to go up to it and see if that is it.
You doubt me.
I do.
You doubt me. Wow.
I mean, you're probably right, but... Fashion Week, Mahjong, just crowning around. This quest is available for limited time only, so yep, this has to be it.
That's D1. But you
Quest, look at quest accepted. It even does the Fall Guys little chime with it. That's awesome.
Right.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled program for Fall Guys.
Yeah, I mean, you could give it a shot.
I'm gonna do it once. I'm literally just gonna do it once for right now, and then later on I'll do more of it. But the Blunderville.
I don't know why you're doing it on your alt account.
Because I want him to have the outfit too.
Like this story. Like this story.
Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord. The Fall Guys music.
Good luck.
Blunderville Square. Dandelion.
That rainbow has eyes and teeth.
It does. Oh god, there's so many people in here.
Oh no, the event that's hugely popular right now. It's crowded. Really? Just say that?
Shut up. Shut up. Can I get that beanie that they're wearing? Because that looks kind of cute.
That's probably just for the
I know, but it's cute and I want it.
You know what the best part is you could probably get it
and not be able to wear it.
I know.
I know. A custom HUD will be displayed in Blunderville. Should you wish to adjust the HUD settings before participating in your first show, open the system menu and select HUD layout. A custom HUD will be displayed. Yeah, I know. Can we fucking get past that? Thanks. Oh my god, like, join a show? Awaiting registration. Show expert. Rewards. Here we go. Rewards. MGF or Manderville Gold Saucer fame is awarded. Blah, blah, exchange. And can be exchanged there. Yeah, but where do I exchange it at? Is there a different there you go. Prize claim.
I was gonna say there should be one right next to the area.
Bunch of crowns. The knit cap! You can get it!
Try it on.
I know. I can wear it! I'm excited now. God. And it's dyeable! Oh my god! Yes! Oh my god, I love it! Ah!
So you said you're just gonna do one, right?
For right now, I told you I'm gonna come back and do more because I want all of them.
Sure.
They have two. They have a glossy winner's crown and a matte winner's crown, and then they got the knit cap, the parka, the bottoms, and the shoes. Oh lord! Embracing blunders, ballroom etiquette. The Reese identification key, which is the mount. Pink bean. Penguin. Everybody follow the Fall Guys theme song. Oh Jesus Christ! I should get the Fall Guys theme song. Go to the Free Company house, activate the song, and then wait for a cupcake to walk in.
You can I don't know if you can put it on the orchestrion thing or not.
I don't know either. Blunderful Framers Kit, Blunderous Flamers Kit, Blunderville Framers Kit. I hate that it doesn't like let you see what it looks like ahead of time. They got flags and stuff. Gold Saucer Aetherite ticket. Standard rational literature obtaining basic cooking and rationing techniques. Increases meal effect. Duration increase plus 15 minutes. Oh. Huh. Ruby red dye. Gunmetal black, Dragoon blue. Gunmetal black dye, damn. The fact that I can wear that. So I need, if I want the base outfit with the knit cap, I need, what is that, 1,640 just to get the full set. Alright, but we're gonna do one.
If you get through round, if you drop out in round 2. It's 50 for round 1, 150 for round 2, and then 300.
I was like, damn, I got in quick, but I forgot. They send you into a waiting room.
Yeah. Have you done it on Tentali or no?
I haven't done it at all. So this is raw first attempt, period. Everybody's in here waving, so I figure I might as well wave too. There's a bunch of little people in here. They have a disadvantage. They can't jump as high. It's fine.
Actually, they have an advantage because they seem like they run faster.
They might seem like it, but they don't. We all know they don't. It's fine. I'm trying to look at the little people, but it's not letting me. Look, this guy's a level 90 stage. Look at him. Or her, my bad. Look at her. Oop. And this one. Level 90 summoner.
Oh god, it's him.
Your show will begin shortly. 8, 7, 6, 5. We got 24 out of 24. 2, 1, begin. How to play. Objective, avoid obstacles, reach the goal. Stage info. The stage will end when enough challengers have qualified. Good lord. Gentle beans fever. Loincloth. Good lord. See, it doesn't look like it's very far, but the chances of making it to the end are slim to none.
Yes.
Oh lordy, here we
There's
go.
a lot of shit going. So
Oh my god, here we
enjoy.
go. And you can't sprint either.
Well, yeah, that would be dumb.
Okay, so far we're doing okay. Dodge that. Oh, what? Oh, slippery ground. I was like, what happened? Oh no, I got thrown in the air! Son of a bitch!
Yeah. You're gonna have an acceleration bomb. Don't forget to stop.
I got hit, so I couldn't stop anyway.
Well, technically stopped you for yourself.
I can't see. Oh no!
Right into the freaking drink. Come on now.
I couldn't see!
Uh-huh. Likely story.
Fucking platforming. I fucking made it! I fucking barely made it! I was 12 out of 16.
Did you go?
I almost yeeted off the edge. Come on, we only need 2 more people. Come on. Yay, the little dude! Come on, little dude! Yeah! Oh, wait, no, 1 more person. Come on, little girl! You got this! Come on, little... Oh, no! She went and fell! Oh, that one person fell, too. Come on, y'all can make it. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, little girl, you can do it. Jump! You gotta jump across! There you go, come on. You got this! Good job, Darla! Woo! Good job! Some people are, like, way back there still. They're like, oh, God. Good job, Darla. Avoid Typhoon's fungus and stay on the platform. When the stage will end when enough have qualified. So you just gotta stay on the platform. Fuck. The Gold Swiveler. I'm gonna fail this one so hard. I can already tell. This is where I go. I gained 100 MGF. Oh, Jesus Christ. 100 out of the 1640 that I need. And you have to keep moving in circles, right? You have to keep going?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Why are you asking me? I've never played this. I've seen people play this.
Oh god, it's the linear thing from fucking... Don May.
Ah, yes, your favorite.
The amount of focus that I am putting into this right now. It's more than a dungeon. I'm gonna fucking wait right here. No, you whore! No! No! I thought I had it right there, too. Damn it. I only needed like 2 more people to get eliminated, too. The traps started speeding up is what got me. I didn't know they were going to speed up, so I thought I had time to run. Damn it. You've been eliminated. You may either watch the next round or re-up spectator mode or leave the show. I'm going to watch. Just 'cause I want to see how this one looks. Race to the top of the mountain and grab the crown. Seems easy enough. What happens in the saucer, number 1? It still shows my invisibody.
Yeah.
Oh, you can actually participate. Technically.
You can run, yeah. You just can't win.
Okay, so there's explosive things that fall down. A spinny thing. More explosively looking thingies that freeze you in your tracks. Hey, it's that dude again. Hammers that go both directions. More explosive thingies. More hammers. You can't jump up right there, apparently. You gotta jump over here. Which then launches you up there. This dude dude, that guy got there quick, bro. He got there quick. Like, I didn't even have to worry about traps and he got here quick. Of course, he's in a chicken outfit. He's from Goblin. The wiener. And there's me. Look at me. Look at me. Oh man, that was rough.
Yep.
Stressful and rough, but still good. Still good. I enjoyed that. So my measly 150, I can't get anything, which is fine. I just... How much was it for the little bean guy? 350. The cheapest things are 200. Nope, 150. You can get dye for 150. Ruby red, cherry pink, canary yellow, vanilla yellow, dragoon blue, and turquoise blue.
Oh, those are very hard dyes to get.
They also have the gunmetal dye. Gunmetal black. But
there you go.
There's a summoning bell in here.
Ching ching, so you can put shit away.
I guess.
And your retainers.
What is this guy wearing?
Where am I?
What top is that? Reaper's corselet? Huh.
Ooh.
I like it. Yes, heading back to the Wonder Square. Oh, man. Tater Chips, like, I've been waiting to see this get played.
Why hasn't she played it? She can play it.
True.
Now she knows. She can run it. Probably do better than you about it.
Shut up. I'm not a platformer.
And actually, you still want me to get in that goddamn game. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Because we will
have. Let's go do Fall Guys.
We'll have great fun and chaos. It'll be great.
No, there's no great fun. There's you no dragging me down to the bottom because you think it's fucking funny.
I mean, if only I had a frying pan.
Yeah.
I hate that they took that out of the. I hate that they took that out of the new one. Woo! Appreciate the cheer, Tater Chip.
I'm in that building.
Appreciate.
I don't need to be in the building.
I had heard descriptions of its splendor, yet I've never dreamed it would be so bright and inviting. No, I couldn't possibly. We did not come here to fritter away the royal coin. Godbert will be expecting us. Come, let us head directly to the lounge and ignore these gaudy temptations. Narumo's got a gambling problem.
Nah, she's still a kid. She just wants to have a little fun. She's never been there.
Oh, that's cool. So you don't have to actually go to the doorway where you come in and out. Once you spawn in, you can just talk to the attendant right here, and they teleport you directly in. That's a good little quality of life thing right there. It's upstairs, I guess. Pyong! I never noticed this.
What? That guy?
The fucking statue of him. I never noticed that before.
Have you listened to that? If you go talk to that attendant over in the corner, behind the counter.
This one right here?
Literally the one staring at him. Yes, that one there.
Sometimes I think the owner stationed me here just so I'd be forced to ever gaze upon the battle of the bulge being waged between such shimmering statues, small clothes. Jesus Christ! The bulge! The bulge! Nanamo.
Good old Godbert.
Jesus Christ. Appreciate the more bits. I want to bet money. I believe this is where we meet Lord Vanderbilt. Shall we sit while we await his coming? You sure you want to wait his coming? Because, I mean, that bulge. He's wearing clothes. My apologies, Your Grace. I have kept you waiting. No apologies are necessary, Godbert. My request was sudden, and you were kind to make yourself available at such short notice. When the intrepid PK Thunderthighs and the Sultana herself come calling, there is no more important engagement. Is that why you're actually wearing clothes? Because she's here? As to the purpose of my visit, I would have your thoughts on how the Crown might best aid the refugees residing in Thanalin. You are aware, I am sure, that many of Alamigo's displaced sons and daughters long to return to their newly liberated homeland, and you are also aware of how they will suffer without shelter and work to sustain them. I would use our nation's wealth to spare them that suffering, and what advice would you for me on the matter of how it might be distributed? The unusual circumstances of our meeting and your gracious choice of companion would suggest to me a desire for an honest and unvarnished opinion. I shall give you one. My advice to you is stop taxing Ulda's wealth to save Alamigan refugees. Stop taxing Ulda's wealth to save Alamigan refugees is a terrible, terrible idea. You oppose my proposition. Most emphatically, I agree with your grace that the refugees must have housing and employment, but what profit is there for Ulda in this arrangement? Profit? After all you have done for Girabanya's displaced, I thought you the very last person to seek to benefit from their misfortune. Forgive me, your grace, but you appear to be laboring under misapprehension. It is a fine endeavor to support one's fellow man. I fear, however, that your stance is one born of pity. Your intent is to save the refugees, is it not? For all our potential, we are indolent creatures by nature. If unconditional charity is all we know, then we begin to rely upon it, to expect it. And then we must consider Ulda's own poor and downtrodden. Should they hear of you spending the nation's coin, not to improve their lot, but to nurture the distant citizens of Alamigo, it is unlikely they will applaud your generosity. Surely it is not your grace's intention to foster new resentments, but to spread your goodwill. Indeed, then any support I pledge to the refugees must promote self-sufficiency, whilst also serving the interests of the people of Ulda. Exactly so. Such an arrangement will create a far more equitable relationship with the returning of Alamigans, even as it generates the revenue required to win the approval of your subjects. You have given much to ponder, Lord Vanderbilt. I thank you for your candor. Whew. A Sultana's resolve. Prophets. The thought never crossed my mind, but standing about lamenting my naivety will not do anyone any good. I shall consider my lesson learned and press on. Peaky Thunder, are you by chance acquainted with any successful merchants? If my attempt at philanthropy is obliged to reap a profit, it would seem wise to consult someone with a knack for business. Ordinarily, I would not trust any agent of the East Aldenard Trading Company, but if you hold this Hancock fellow in high esteem, I am content to be led by you. You may repay my faith by journeying to distant Kagane and speaking with him on my behalf. Eager though I am to visit those shores, I have not the leisure for a lengthy sea voyage. Now, assuming you will travel as adventurers are wont to do, I shall await your report by the Aetheryte and Ulda. A fair journey to you, PK Thunder, and a swift one, if you please. To Kugane! It's been a minute since we've been here, huh? They kind of like abandon Kugane once it comes time to do Alamigo. They're like, fuck this place. Oh yeah, I forgot. So the Kugane Castle dungeon is actually a side quest. I forgot. I don't know why I was thinking it's actually a MSQ. Because it made sense. You're getting rid of the Imperials out of Kugane. So it made sense that it would be MSQ. But it's not. So... P. Thunder, to what do I owe the pleasure? Or are you here on business? The business. I beg your pardon. Her Grace the Sultana would have my opinion on how best to invest the wealth of Ulda. My dear PK Thunder, I have you to thank for this recognition, I am sure, and I am flattered that you came to me, truly flattered. But why settle for a lowly apprentice when you could have the master? Upon matters of profit, there is no living soul better qualified to advise Her Grace than Chairman Lolorito, a man whose morning exertions are said to fill his garter abode with gold. I should be happy to arrange a meeting for you. Say, at the Scion's former headquarters in Thanalin, the Waking Sands, would seem a suitably neutral venue for negotiations, don't you think? Fare you well, PK Thunder, and may your dealings prove fruitful. Speak with Nanamo. Oh god, there was a giant Moogle when I spawned and he freaked me out. Look at him. And his bulge. Look at him and his bulge!
My god. TOS, sir. You're gonna get banned from Twitch.
Hey, the game put it in
I
here.
was thinking it would be funny if every time you did a Manderville Gold Saucer, like a Manderville quest for the weapon, since that's where we're at now, the bulge on the statue just got slightly bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. This is just kind of flaming Godbird's quote-unquote ego.
Welcome back, PK Thunder. Did your merchant friend have any useful advice to share? Explains the situation with Lolorito, and you agreed to this. I am well aware of his standing in the field of business, but I had hoped to keep the monitress at arm's length, and him in particular. Nay, I cannot live in fear of the man. I must learn how to treat with him if I am to rule Ulda effectively. Very well, I will meet with Lolorito. Let us go ahead to the Waking Sands and prepare for his coming. At least it teleports us here. So this is where the Scions first congregated. I've heard many tales, but never had the occasion to visit. To work then, the hour of the meeting draws near, and I would gather my thoughts. Pray see to it that we have an appointed room to ourselves.
A personal summons from the Scions. This must be important business indeed. Though, if it concerns anything so underhand as an assassination, I fear I can be of little help.
You're stuck at the dungeon because you need to roll for the gear that drops that's for you. And that'll get your item level higher.
You have made your point.
You gotta buy better gear.
The what?
Said either that or buy better gear. If you're not rolling for the stuff that drops, you just gotta buy better.
Yeah, you just gotta buy better, but it's expensive to do that.
'Tis indeed unsettling to find oneself seated across from an impassive mask.
He takes off his mask. I didn't know he did that. That's what Lolorito looks like.
Would this better please your grace? Or should I address you as Lady Lilira? Hmm?
You need to do the highest dungeon you have available right now, which I think is...
Nay, the deception has served its purpose.
Whatchamacallit?
I'm glad to see you found amusement in my little jest.
What's that dungeon
Lord
you and I used to run all the time?
But shall we proceed to the business at hand?
Yeah, Troya. You need to do Troya. That's the highest one you have. And then
by it takes forever to drop casting gear out of Troya.
It does. Casting gear is like rigged in there. It just doesn't drop. But while you're doing Troya, you're getting currency. You're getting tomes of whatever, tomes of causality and tomes of whatever the current one is. And then you can use the tomes to buy gear as well.
We're gonna have to show her where to buy that gear.
By all means.
It's in Razahan, isn't it?
I must say, I'm most eager to hear your proposal.
Simply put, I would aid the refugees camped in Thanalan in their efforts to return to Alamigo. The reparations you paid in the wake of your earlier misdemeanors will be used to fund the endeavor, together with the fortune seized from the late Teleji Adeleji's estate. But this plan is not intended to benefit the displaced alone. I would make of this an investment which shall enrich Uldar and Alamigo both. And who better to consult on matters of profit than the wealthiest man in all of Thanalan? I beseech you then, Lord Lolorito, share with us your mercantile wisdom.
Ah, 'twould seem your grace has matured beyond acts of earnest yet misplaced charity. Pray tell me more. To summarize, in return for facilitating the repatriation of refugees and assisting in the establishment of new industry in Alamigo, you ask that a proportion of all subsequent profits be promised to Uldar. Ha! I am impressed, Your Grace. 'Tis an elegant solution, albeit one lacking certain crucial details, specifically which industry and where.
How swiftly you identified the weakness in my plan, just as I knew you would. Your travels have taken you across the length and breadth of Gir Abania, and you know the land far better than I. Which of the settlements you visited would best provide a home for our refugees? Which has the greatest potential to flourish, given the appropriate investment?
That's a great question. Algana, Algiri, the Saltery. Probably Algiri, huh?
What was the question that she asked?
Which settlement would be best proven?
If a stable trade route can be established between Uldar and Alamigo, then Alagiri would once more become an important waypoint. But while such growth would greatly benefit its current residents,
hey, the saltery salt's very important.
It could sustain little beyond that.
I imagine all of them would turn out to be good answers.
So the Saltery then? No, he just turned down Alagiri. So here's the Saltery.
Ah, yes, that desolate little village on the shore of Loch Seld. I know the Saltery and its products well. The Imperial invasion brought an end to their more widespread distribution, much to the dismay of many a wealthy gourmand, myself included. Salt has ever been a transformative ingredient, And in this instance, I dare say, it could transform a modicum of effort into a mountain of gil.
The saltery was the right answer.
The local citizens will need to be consulted, of course.
I fucking know it.
But I trust the
And I
East
skipped that
Aldenar
cutscene.
Trading Company can be relied upon to provide its assistance in negotiating a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Naturally, Your Grace. I shall dispatch representatives well versed in the extraction of this white gold and wring every last ons of profit from its production. The Loch's bounty will contribute to Alamigo's enrichment, whilst easing the burden on the bull's aching shoulders. Just as Your Grace desired.
A deal is struck then.
Chewing. I fear it will be many years before I feel comfortable taking part in such negotiations, but I shall not complain. We have piqued Lorito's interest and secured his invaluable expertise. Thank you, PK Thunder. I could not have done it without you. Securing the saltery. Our course is decided. I shall return to the palace and have my ministers begin work on implementing the particulars of the plan. If I could prevail upon you one more time, PK Thunder, I would ask that you convey the details of our negotiations to Commander Hex on your return to Alamigo. My thanks again. Together we have laid the groundwork for an endeavor which promises to benefit the peoples of Alamigo and Ul'dah both.
Ah. Well, that's an orchestra and a half.
PK Thunder, you're back. What did Nanamo... Oh, sorry. Are you allowed to talk about your audience with the Sultana? So Raban said he's going to return to Ul'dah, but she isn't sure he wants to. Tell us something we don't know. But I'm pleased to hear she's committed to helping our refugees come home.
Well, that was quick. Oh.
And this plan to revitalize the saltery does make a lot of sense. Quite how you convinced her to seek Lolorito's help is another question. After all that has happened, he is the very last person I would have expected her to turn to for advice. But on a more practical note, at least assuming the interim government elects to accept Ul'dah's proposal, I have one caveat I should like you to include in your bargain. Alamigo must be permitted to cover a portion of the investment. We have a fortune at our disposal after all, and allowing Ul'dah to provide the entirety of the capital will afford Lolorito too much control. Honestly, Alphinaud, it's like Kugane never happened. What exactly does a ruthless profiteer have to do with to earn your trust? But yes, you do make a good point. First things first, though, we need to discuss the proposal with the Saltery's residents. Whisker, how do you fancy explaining the Sultana's plan to your grandfather? I'd like to hear what Watt thinks of the idea before agreeing to anything. Right away, Commander. Would you mind coming along, PK Thunder? I might need you to fill in the details. Then I shall come as well. Should Watt wish to discuss figures, my knowledge of the nation's finances may prove useful. To the Saltery! Damn, I could have just teleported there, then flew. Oh well. Pretty much almost there now.
I thought about it, and I was like, it's kind of like a midpoint.
Yeah.
Raiders.
What manner of mischief brings you youngins to Old Wat this time, eh? They want to rebuild the Saltery, Granddad. PK Thunder, tell them about the deal.
And immediately under the bus tires they went.
Well, bugger me. Yeah. We've never had the coin or the hands to put this place back to how it was, but it sounds like that's about to change. There's just one small wrinkle in your plan. It doesn't account for all the nasties queuing up to eat anyone who goes near the shore. The king used to send soldiers to kill the buggers, but the Imperials weren't about to help the likes of us. Don't worry, Granddad, we'll take care of all that. Commander Hex has been talking about starting up regular patrols, and I'm sure she'd assign me to the lock if I asked. I'd appreciate that, Whisker. My lad, truly I would. So does this mean you've gotten better with that blade of yours? I've been training, aye, but mostly to kill Imperials. You've some experience hunting monsters, don't you, PK Thunder? Think you could cast an eye over a few of the local beasties and teach me how to deal with them? I mean, it's the same as a person, bruh. You use the pointy end and you stab it. Let's not waste time then. I'll see you by the lock.
Is there soft flesh on the other end? Yeah, use that. Perfect.
Right. Whilst you are busy attending to the local fauna, I shall have Master Watt explain to me exactly what is required to restore the Saltery to its former glory. Good hunting. Right then, PK Thunder, I've got a spyglass here. You can take a closer look at the pests. Once you've got their measure, you can tell me what to do, and we'll see how we'll get along. Search your surroundings. Blah 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 blah. What? Why? Why?
Why not?
Observe the Yabby's weak point. I don't know where the Yabby's weak point is.
Its jaw.
It's the jaw?
Zoom in real close on its jaw.
I just punch things.
And you punch him in the jaw.
Sure.
I'm not the tank. I almost forgot.
The Yabby's entire body is protected by a hard carapace. Just give me my slice of pizza. But the underside of its head looks soft and vulnerable. For an uppercut! Looks like you found a Yabby.
Yeah.
They say that hitting their shells like smacking a rock. Any suggestions? Just hit it as hard as you can. Vulnerable under the head they are they? Right then, wish me luck. Thanks, PK Thunder. I did just as you told me, and Wavekin went down like a sack of potatoes. Let's find something else. How far did he go this way? Oh, not far. Okay. I think I can handle the yabbies now, so we should try something different. What else is out there? Sandman.
Okay.
His eyes.
Yeah. Mr. Sandman.
Bum 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 bum. The Phoba's hands are large and powerful, but destroying its crystallized core should render the salt golem inanimate. You sense the power pulsating from behind his brow.
Punch him in the face.
Phobad, how do I defeat one of those? Just hit it really, really hard as you can. Destroy the core within its brow.
Should tell him just hit it really, really hard. And then have him go do that and then come back and be like, okay, task failed unsuccessfully. Now what?
Inside his head, is it? I'll try to stab it between the eyes then.
Oh, go away. Aren't you fucking God?
Not as easy as fighting with the Liberator of Alamigo watching. It's not easy fighting with the Liberator of Alamigo watching your every move, but I got the job done. Thanks for the advice, Peak of Thunder. I feel a lot better prepared for my patrols now. Any road, we should head back to the Saltery before Granddad starts to worry. I've been snipped into pieces and fed to the Yabby's hatchlings. No. My dog's like, can I have some, Dad?
Here.
I see you've returned in one piece. Dealt with those beasties then, did you? I fought them myself after a bit of instruction from PK Thunder here. Once I've shared what I've learned with the others, we should have no trouble keeping the shoreline clear. Good lad. A fine young man you've become, Whisker. A fine young man, indeed. Too often of late I hear tales of folk over in the city drunk on victory and hungry for revenge, their heads stuck firmly in the past. But we need to set our sights on the future, on things which will improve our lot. Things like getting the Saltery ready to welcome our long-lost countrymen. Oh, weapons.
Yep.
It seems Whisker has the Saltery security well in hand. I, meanwhile, have discussed the next steps with Master Watt and compiled my inspection of the site. With a little work, the vacant buildings here could be made into very presentable dwellings. Message from General Alden. Apologies for the interruption, sir, but the General would speak with you at your earliest convenience. Do not feel obliged to wait around on my account. I will remain here to hammer out the finer details with Watt and act as an intermediary with our business partners in Ulda. You should go. General Alden asks that you wait for him by the main gate of Alamigo Quarter. My apologies again, sir. Fare you well. cutscene.
Apologies for the wait. People are screaming for the butcher's blood again. No sooner have we broken up one mob than another forms. Thankfully, all have been amenable to reason, thus far. But it is no concern of yours. We must speak of the men Arenvald and his comrades apprehended in the peaks.
By their uniforms, the captives were first judged to be Imperial troops. But after further investigation, their true identities came to light. I dare say you remember Yuyuhasi and Laurentius, the fugitives who conspired with Captain Ilberd in the Crystal Brave's betrayal. Aye, well, it would seem they followed him all the way to the wall. It was they who orchestrated the slaughter of the resistance fighters prior to the Griffin's infernal ritual.
Were it in your hands,
lay down.
How would you punish these men?
Murder. Execution is not the answer. Demis.
You would spare these animals? Yours is a more merciful brand of justice than mine. In any event, I thank you for your honesty. When the time comes for the Alliance to pass judgment, I'll see that your opinion is heard.
Demi, what are you doing?
That concludes our business here. But there is more I would say. Walk with me.
Cupcake log back in.
Huh?
Cupcake log back in.
Cupcake.
I bear a share of the blame for Ilberd's atrocities. Had I openly supported the cause of Alamegan liberation, he might not have felt driven to do what he did. Things could have been different, and I'm sorry they aren't. But even after all that has happened, my homeland is free. With the Scions and the Alliance at their side, my countrymen have reclaimed what many thought lost forever. Under her new leadership, I have every confidence that Alamigo will emerge from the shadow of the Empire and rise once more to greatness. Which means my work here is done. Soon I will return to Uldar and take my place at the Sultana's side.
Father...
I'll not deny there's a part of me that wants to stay. The same part that contemplated renouncing my rank and joining you as a wandering sellsword. But I pledged my blade to Nanamo, and I will not betray that oath.
Is this truly what you want, Father?
It is. Ever has my sword been hers to command, and ever shall it remain. Thank you for lending an ear. When all the rest are clamoring for me to stay, I trust you'll send me on my way.
No, I'm gonna tell you, you need to stay too. Just stay here. It's fine. That took longer than I intended, but at least you know where I stand. Now that's settled. Arenvald, what news? We may have a problem, sir. A group of Ananta has arrived at the main gates, and I don't mean the Vera. These are Kalyana, the ones who summoned the Primal. They're insisting they be allowed to attend the council. Lisa's trying to reason with them, but she may need help. An invitation was extended to all of the native beast tribes, but we assumed the Kalyana would refuse it out of hand. We had best go and see. We We'd best go and see for ourselves. Pippin, take command of our forces and be ready for battle. Big Thunder, you've dealt with these Kilana before. I'd have you stand at my side. Foul Bachelor Frogmander. Big Thunder, Rabban, gods, it's good to see you. Ah, the Slayer has come. We have not forgotten how you sinned against the Lady of Bliss, but we did not come here to shed blood. You claim to seek harmony with all who call Garabanya home. If this is truly your wish, you will welcome us as envoys of the Ananta. It is our wish, and you are welcome, but we cannot condone the summoning of primals. If you want to enter this place, I must ask that you first surrender any crystal jewelry that you have. You have my word that it will all be returned to you when your meeting is over. We will do as you ask, but you will not have our weapons. We are not so foolish as to place ourselves entirely at the mercy of our tormentors. I reckon that's the closest we're going to get to a compromise, and we will have people standing guard. Alright, let them keep their swords. Then we have an agreement. Lead the way to your meeting chamber. I don't even know why we were here. Why do I have the feeling we've welcomed a Viper into our midst? Hey, new class.
See, there it is. They dropped it. That's it.
They dropped it all the way back in Stormblood, baby. There it is.
Yep. Viper confirmed.
Viper confirmed. The seal. Orchestrion roll. Orchestrion roll. Weapon.
Stabby stick.
Nope, not a stabby stick. Punchy things.
Bunch of funky.
These look horrid.
Yep, they do. What'd you expect?
My other ones were at least shiny.
Well, they can't all be shiny.
I didn't want to talk to Arenvald.
Yes, you did.
The Kilana Elder's intentions seem at odds with all we know of her tribe. What do you think, PK Thunder? The enthralled cannot be trusted. Mayhap even the enthralled can learn to compromise. You believe an understanding can be reached. It is not entirely unheard of, I suppose. Those who followed Saint Shiva eventually sought reconciliation with Ishgard. Whatever the truth, I would take no chances. The guard must be strengthened, ideally with people who know a thing or two about primals. Can we rely on the Scions? Sure. I'll run up our comrades and send them to the Alamican quarter. You go ahead if you like, PK Thunder. My thanks. I will see you at the palace. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
For al amigo.
Oh, I flew too far. No, I didn't. It's right here. Yustola! What's up, mommy? Pig Thunder, I brought reinforcements. Arenvald told me of the arrival of our unexpected guests, and I agreed that it would be prudent to call upon Yustola and Thancred as well. One can never be too careful when dealing with the enthralled. I am not familiar with the Quilana tribe myself, but Alize's report suggested that they shunned contact with other races. Despised it, in fact, even compared to other Ananta. Indeed, the apparent reversal in attitude is almost curious. No one expected a response to our invitation, much less an envoy, and I imagine Lise was forced to make some rather hasty arrangements in order to accommodate them. Speaking of which, how should we deploy ourselves? If the meeting is to be held in the throne room, it would be wise to have eyes both inside and outside the palace. Yustola and I can stand guard without. That leaves the three of you to keep watch over the proceedings in the throne room itself. Understood. We should join General Alden inside. Piggy Thunder, do you know of the rear entrance to the palace? It's on the eastern edge of the city, at the top of the stairs. The guard there should have been instructed to let you pass. Okay.
Well, I love how they're like, we've just made this plan up right here, but they already know about it.
Right.
What? Don't worry, they know.
Ooh, sightseeing log.
I'm sorry. Oh, very important.
Absolutely. I mean, it's like 20k XP, so. Eventually, I'll come actually fly around the area and open up everything, but that's neither here nor there at the moment. Valiant attempt, sir. Valiant attempt.
Screamer in chat.
You're with the Science, sir. General Alden left orders that you were to be escorted inside, if you'll follow me.
My first thought after that was, should I toss him? It got tater chip at work. Can't really be a Wolfie stream if Shadow to Sparta doesn't come in and do that at least once.
I am Lise Hext, and I speak for the Resistance. Among you are village elders, refugee leaders, envoys from the Ananta and the Kikern.
Kikern.
You've come from every corner of Girabania to help decide the future of Alamigo. But before that, I want to ask you a question. What was the first thing you noticed when you came in? For me, it was that empty throne. It has no one to sit on it now. No viceroy, no king. Would any of you like to take their place? Or should someone else sit there? Then let's sit here in a circle, as equals, and I hope, as friends.
They're just gonna sit in their little kumbaya circle.
Expertly done. Lise has removed monarchy as a choice early in the game, and positioned them to consider a joint government. All things considered, I would say events have got off to a fine start.
And that is Alagana's stance on the matter.
Thank you, Ragenfrid. Another vote in favor. Next, let's hear from Shanti of the Kaliana. Tell us, how do your people feel about the idea of a republic?
She stands up.
The Ananta wish only that those who dwell within Gir Abania devote themselves to our faith. You shall all all worship Sri Lakshmi! Lady of bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage!
There's crystals in the water, of course there is.
What's up there?
This can't be happening. No crystals were allowed through the door.
We can worry about the how of it later. We need to evacuate these people right now, or the Primal will make thralls of them all.
It's up to us.
I love how your character's wearing that little bow for a necklace.
Mm-hmm. It's the best thing ever.
It's too cute.
And he killed her.
Yep. Well, you know what they say, fuck around, find out. And Raubon is the biggest dispensers of find out. That small ass shield.
Right. But it does the trick.
Magic. Cupcake left. They logged out.
Gods damn it! The guards were already turned! Fools!
I was not made aware that this. I was not made aware that this was going to be an instance.
Kalyana would see us all enthralled.
Then they're going to be sorely disappointed. We have the Warrior of Light and Arenville to
That's
shield
gonna be
us.
an instance, by the way.
No shit.
Aye, but they can't well defend your guests
Well,
and
I
attack the
just thought I'd
Primal,
let you
can
know.
they? We're stuck on the back foot.
All right, I think I have an idea. Keep these people safe, General. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Whatever she's about, she'd best make it quick.
He's like, I do only have one arm, you bitch.
Come then. Who will be next to die on my steel?
How do we fight her without leaving our allies wide open? We can't stay on the back foot forever. No, damn it. If we think like that, we've already lost. I have the Warrior of Light at my side. We can do this. Isn't that right, PK Thunder? Use the duty action deflect to dissipate the Aether Sphere's Lakshmi releases during battle. Be warned that allowing an ally to be enthralled by the Aether Sphere will result in failure. Well, ain't that a bitch?
It's got a wide it's got a wide AoE, not super wide, but it has an AoE around.
Oh, okay.
So like when there's 3 of them going towards a place and they get close together, you can pop it, and it'll hit all of them. Natural.
I don't have to worry about the AoEs, right? I just...
Hard to do. Those things will hurt.
No, I meant again for like the NPCs in the back.
No. There's nothing you can do there. It's just the orb.
Christ. We're spending more time fucking doing this than fucking fighting the bitch.
You're not supposed to fight her.
Oh.
It feels like you are. You're not. Don't. You're not gonna beat her right here.
I shall free you from your hate.
She's about to kick it into overdrive.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Now.
Whew.
Damn it all! It's only a matter of time before we miss one.
Poor Dola.
What of it? Do you want to kill this thing or not?
Oh. We're gonna get to the fucking weeds over here, aren't we?
She fucking disappeared. Oh shit! Everybody run! Lock the beast down so that the rest can release.
No, now you get to kick ass and take away names. Oh fuck, I don't have anything for that. I'm
very well. I shall see your guests to safety. Stunned and fetters. Active time removers. I broke out of that quick. Come on. Bro, I broke out of that so quick and I still sat there.
I know. It's dumb.
Robot, I got you, buddy.
It was ridiculous. I was like, I should be.
They don't realize how much God of War I've played. God of War was like the ultimate.
Frequently in God of War.
The original ones. To open chests and everything like that, you had a button mash. Certain fights required button matching and all that kind of stuff.
The tank started this without the healer being here.
That sounds like a tank problem.
I guess.
This is a room wide. Even with me as a DPS, this chick just takes forever to die.
Yeah, no, she's a freaking primal. What are you bitching about? It took 8 of us, Warriors of Light, to go in and kick her shit in. The dumb part is this right here. We were kicking her absolute fucking ass. And all of a sudden the DPS dropped to nothing.
Because they all stop attacking.
It's not the cactuses. You gotta be here to heal her. Heal her! Oh, fuck, I'm the tank again! It's not the fucking cactuses. Gotta not fucking stand there. God damn it.
Here it comes.
I queued for DPS.
And she's gonna be like, I'ma just LB3 as a monk, it's fine.
Yeah. No, you gotta be here to heal, you fuck. And you were running. I was typing the last time. Was your fault too. You weren't fucking here. God only knows what you were doing. I don't know what it is about dungeons these days. Keep getting into these places. And it's like people are going and doing things, and then you look back and somebody's just standing there by the last chest or something. Why are you in a dungeon? What are you no like, oh, BRB or nothing. They just fuck off.
They just fuck off.
And I'm like, where are you? Like, we're all fighting and you're just popping thumbs up your own ass or something. What are you doing back there? Cannot anymore.
What is this?
A sword?
I'm only going to say this once. The Ananta just summoned their primal in the throne room. My friends are fighting her, but they need help. They need someone with the echo, and by the gods, I wish I had it, but I don't. I told you before that you still had time, but things have changed. I need your answer now. You can end it like Xenos, or you can fight for Alamigo. Your choice.
Seven hells.
Oh, buddy.
It's her, the butcher.
No.
It's done. Take me back to my cell.
You are not forgiven.
Doesn't care if she's forgiven or not.
Not you. You I will never forgive. But I will thank you. For standing against a primal and saving us from servitude. You have my thanks.
Well fought, PK Thunder. Ironville, that was a new thing. Our stand against the Coiliana would have been brief indeed had you not volunteered for guard duty. We'd be enthralled as surely as our sentries were. They must have planned this far in advance. Security was my responsibility, and I know how dangerous primals can be. I should have... It's my fault, my stupid mistake. Nay, lass, we were all caught unawares. We will take this as a lesson and watch our own more carefully in the future. You can be sure that the lackeys who smuggled the crystals into the throne room weren't the only thralls in our ranks. The soldier who first spoke up in favor of the Quilana keeping their weapons springs to mind. A primal servant is betrayed by his aura. If you mean to conduct an investigation, I can identify any others acting under Sri Lakshmi's influence. Thanks, Shistola. We'd appreciate the help. Speaking of help, I almost fell over when Fordola showed up. What was she even doing here? I asked her to come. Explains the situation that I've already seen. Well, that explains it then. It's sad, but Ragnfrid was right. Her victims will never forgive her for what she's done. But I don't think Fordola picked up that sword looking for forgiveness. She wanted to fight for her country. If you say the world in which Fordola grew up is partly to blame for what she became, then as an Alamegan, I feel responsible for improving that world. We can't ignore what's happened right now. We have to show people a better way than vengeance, or we risk giving birth to a new generation of skulls. I know it's idealistic, but I want to help people to let go of their old grievances and make peace with each other. And I'll hold 1,000 meetings and talk till I'm blue in the face if that's what it takes. 'Tis a long and arduous path you've chosen, but one well worth walking, rest assured. That I will do what I can to help you reach your destination. Thank you, Alphino. The first step will be to get our representatives back in the throne room. They're a little shaken, but not one of them seemed ready to run. We're all determined to finish what we started. I will see that you are not interrupted, PK Thunder. You and the Scions are to stand down. Get some rest, you've earned it.
A fine spot to contemplate the heavens. The meeting is over. The envoys have chosen to instate a government model on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people. is a fair decision, and one which signals the end of my part in all this. But I would gaze upon Girabania's stars one last time before I leave. Forget something?
He can't tell the difference between her little footsteps and my big-ass footsteps.
Your Grace, there was no
He's
way.
like, oh, did you forget something? Yeah, I shrunk down just so you couldn't tell, buddy. It's all good.
Raubon Aldin, you are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
But, Your Grace...
He's like, what the fuck? What'd I do wrong?
Raubon, I am no longer a child. Stay here in your homeland. Work with your brethren. Rebuild Alamigo.
You desire to stand alone. I understand, but remember what happened.
I remember full well the consequences of my naivety, and thus did I consult at length with a most trusted advisor ere I embarked upon this course.
A most trusted advisor? And what of me? Am I no longer deserving of your confidence?
What trust can there be between us when you withhold the truth from me?
What in the hell is this dungeon?
Did you think me oblivious to the anguish in your eyes when you spoke of returning to Uldar? For years and years, we have trusted one another. Yet now you refuse to confess your heart's desire?
I swore an oath to you that day on the sands. I pledged...
And it has served me well. But in Pippin you have forged a new sword, as sharp and deadly as the blade you bequeathed him. I will show you a Sultana who can wield every weapon at her disposal, including Lolorito and his monetarist cronies. So follow your heart, please. You are home. You are free.
No more.
Raubon gonna cry. Raubon gonna cry.
Smile for me, Raubon. I would have this parting be a joyous one.
Thank you, Your Grace. It has been an honor to serve you and Uldar.
Tomorrow you will serve Alamigo and fight for the good of all Eorzea. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Grace.
Thanks for shielding us from Lakshmi, you two. If you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
You're kind to include me, Lise, but we both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow. No shame in admitting it. The Warrior of Light has put far better men than me in the shade.
Did I mention that I encountered the Sultana in the palace? It would seem Her Grace has come to Girabania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project. She was in search of General Oldin, and I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope he was still there.
Are you in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
Oh shit. Alphenard in trouble
Certainly
again.
Not, Your Grace. I was merely informing my companions.
Be at ease, Alphinaud. 'Twas only a jest.
All the little people picking on Alphenard all the time.
But I must yield the floor to Raubarn. He has an important announcement to make.
As of yesternight, I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
I shall be assuming my father's duties. And may I say that Tizona has never felt heavier upon my back.
Twould seem I am in need of employment. Mayhap one of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company or some such.
You may be getting on in years, father, but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off. Your remaining hand.
Your remaining hand.
Yes, the bull of Alamigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
Your Grace has developed a wicked edge to her humor, and you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold the same for you.
So, does this mean you're staying?
Aye. That seems to be the way of it. I would be glad to aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you'll have me.
If, he says. Welcome home, Raubarn.
His hand's like twice her size. Granted, he is a Rogadin, so...
Well, that was unexpected. Though you seem distinctly unsurprised.
Of course I'm not.
Either you are more astute than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch. In any event, one thing is certain. Alamigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
I think it's about time I headed back to Rogger's Reach. What's next for all of you? At least they will be eager to hear recent events, so I shall join you, if you have no objections. I'd welcome the company. PK Thunder, why don't you come along to the Reach as well, once you've said your farewells to Nanamo and the others. I ain't gotta say bye to nobody, I'm gonna just teleport. Upon completing this quest, you'll be able to access the palace's rooftop gardens by speaking to the Royal Menagerie attendant. cool. Ralga's Reach. And while we're teleporting, I'm gonna come over here and fix my fucking audio problems. Good Lord Almighty. Well, here we are again. Alpha now has regaled me with a thrilling tale of hidden treasure troves, mid-meeting betrayals, unlikely alliances, and joyous homecomings. It would seem I missed everything. I was patrolling the palace grounds with Thancred and Istola when we heard the report of the primal in the throne room. I honestly doubted my own ears. As others have said, we were lucky to have our echo-blessed companions nearby at the time, but we'll need to keep a closer eye on the Kilana. You can say that again. This whole episode has reminded me just how far apart our kinds still are. It looks like centuries of fear and mistrust really can't be washed away in a day, but someone has to make an effort of reconciliation and these conflicts are ever to end. Naturally, a lot of people are crying out for vengeance, but I've been doing my best to calm things down. Violent reprisals will only lead to more summonings. Indeed, violence will ever beget violence, as the Empire has learned to its cost in recent times. In any case, summoning Lakshmi was the Broodmother's doing, and whoever replaces her might not be so keen on the idea. We'll just have to watch and wait. Which isn't to say we won't be putting the safety of our allies in the Vera and M tribes first. I plan to have Resistance scouts keep track of the Kilana's movements at all times. My parents will be relieved to hear that. What are your plans for the rest of the Resistance army out of interest? Are we to prepare for Imperial counterattacks? That would be a question for the Resistance. Resistance's newest recruit, a military commander with far more experience than me. What? The Bull of Alamigo? We call it an army, but the Resistance is really a collection of smaller, independent groups. And when Conrad passed his command on to me, that authority only extended to the freedom fighters based in Ralga's Reach. He just happened to be serving as the Resistance spokesperson at the time, and needed someone to take over the role while everything was in disarray, but that time has passed. When I speak with the other leaders about reforming the army under the new government, I'll be nominating Rauban as the overall commander of our forces. He has more experience than the rest of us put together, and we can stand to learn a lot from him. Indeed, he is in all respects the ideal choice. Assuming he accepts the post, Alamigo will have added a formidable weapon to its arsenal. And given the progress of Nanamo's resettlement initiative, I see great cause for hope. The seas which we so carefully sowed have begun to quicken, my friends. I like that. We tend to our promises and watch as Alamigo blooms. I gotta wind up Rauban minion. Let me guess. Meanwhile, over here, right? Yep, meanwhile in Kugane. Oh, he made it back to Kugane. I do give thanks to the kami that my makeshift raft withstood the fury of the seas. But their generosity ended. Without coins in our pockets for new attire, we are doomed to look like so much jetsam. Oh, woe betide the poor man in the city of the rich merchants. These dango are delicious. Will you have one? More sweetbreads. I surrendered my blade to secure what few coins we have. 'Tis like talking to a child. Why fate saddled me with this burden I shall never know, but I am alive and I must return to my master's side. Come, Suyu. We shall find a ship to carry us across the Ruby Sea.
Mr. Balls on a stick yet? Jeez, leave her a second, man.
Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. Oh, man. Have you read the reports? First Doma, then Alamigo, and Lord Zenos put to the sword. Do not believe everything you read. I hear the Viceroy was merely wounded, and that he has already returned to the capital. Naturally, the savages beat their chests and boast loudly of taking his head, regardless. Nay, Lord Zenos lives? Deplorable that our own officers should be fooled by Eorzean misinformation. Small wonder the provinces have begun rising up in rebellion. We must prepare an official, and above all, accurate account to quell these Purinus rumors. They would wage war with empty words. Let them produce the Viceroy's remains, then. We shall soon put the lie to their claims. Brum, 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 brum. Right then. Well, this is what's going to happen now, guys. We are going to put a pause on the adventures of PK and Lala Felonies.
You're fucking kidding, right?
What?
I said you're fucking kidding, right? I just got into Zalphatol.
Zalphatol? You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
I was like, you could not be changing gears. I just got into a dungeon on my sage.
You're fine.
I'm doing some book shit.
I got a bio, and then once that's done, we're gonna change gears. Go to Tintali. Tintali's gonna go unlock the Fall Guys event. Fuck, I don't know why I couldn't think of it, but yes, Tintali's gonna go unlock the Fall Guys event.
Because I had the brain cell. We have to share that, you know.
Exactly. You're in a dungeon. Of course, you have it right now.
I'm healing a dungeon.
Somebody in the novice chat goes, "God, I hate Fall Guys."
Oh, good. They could hear you.
But yeah, so we are going to switch gears, go to that. So PK Thunder, we'll see you in the next video. So BRBs, guys.